Good afternoon. I'm here with Daniel Boone. We're at Fort Drum in Watertown, New York. Daniel's going to show us a little bit how they're using the biocircle on the weapons end of the facility. Daniel's made some modifications to this unit that are pretty interesting, and I'm going to have Daniel show us certain things on this machine. Daniel, you said you used a different magnet as well?
Yes, I did. Inside here, on the magnet here, this is where all the medical particles are attached that come off the weapons or anything that you clean in here. What I did is I used a smaller magnet that covered the radius of this circle that had a small pinhole in it, and it allowed the biocircle solution to flow through it, but also allowed it to slow down enough to capture more of the metal particles or anything that's ferrous metal or magnetic that can attach to the magnet.
So you had double the protection.
That's correct. Double the protection of that. And also on the filter screen, normally you have your coarse screen and your fine screen, but we have so many different types of stuff that comes off of weapons as dirt, debris, that I actually used part of the packaging that is a sponge type material and created Walter packaging from the actual unit arriving, and cut a 1" by 4" circle that inserts into the fine one to give it even that much more filtering ability.
So how many weapons do you clean a week out of this?
I would say probably close to anywhere from 100 to 500 weapons a week get cleaned in this tank, or at least pieces from those weapons get cleaned in this tank.
And what type do you think?
M16A2, M249 saw, 50 cal, 9mm Berettas. We have Mark 19, which is a 40mm grenade launcher. We have M203s, which are also 40mm grenade launcher. All those get cleaned in here because Fort Drum here at DOL has transferred over to a non-corrosive type, environmentally friendly system for cleaning weapons, so that when you clean them, you don't need all this protective gear, you don't need all this stuff, You don't need lids, you don't need protective areas, you don't have to have them in certain areas, you can have them in the shop, right where you're cleaning the weapon, so it's close, clean, friendly, so you're not eating up your hands, you don't have to worry about all your protective stuff.
Now what were you using prior to this unit?
Prior to this unit, we were using a old-fashioned solvent tank, which used, I believe it was dry cleaning solvent, or another type of solvent that replaced it. I'm not actually sure of the name.
Not very friendly.
Not very friendly. Have to use gloves, have to wear PPE, gloves, goggles, apron. So that is a lot of work. Small arms parts are very small. You need to have the dexterity of your hands, and the gloves that you have to use with the other type of solvent is not conductive to work, because you're trying to hold these teeny tiny parts and you can't do it because the parts are so small. Gloves are too thick.
I see you have some of your own little filters here?
That's correct. We use just the regular old weapons cleaning brushes that come in any of your military issue cleaning kits for the M16A2 rifle. And these work just great in here. As you can see, they're worn out because we use them a lot.
How's the X-Force working for you? I know initially you didn't care for it, but
the more we've used it, certain types of weapons, it works really well on, especially our Mark 19 parts, because they use a semi-lube. It's not solid and it's not liquid, but it helps break it down quite well and gets into all the little crevices and helps it clean a lot better if you soak it.
Right.
So we use it as a soak, a pre-treat, before we put it in the biocircle.
That's exactly what we recommend.
Yep, we use these right here. There's also another one that's an orange type material, smells like orange. We use that one. That one works really good if you're dealing with anything with carbon on the weapons.
The BioClean?
The BioClean help break down the carbon.
And that's just the liquid form of the wipes.
Liquid form of the wipes, that's correct.
Now we don't have to take the filter off, but you wipe an additional pad, or a wrap, I should say.
Yeah, it doesn't take very long to take off, so I will actually show you how to do it. Make sure your machine's off. Once the machine's off, then you can take this off.
So the purpose of that additional filter is to help you. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Well, this extra back in here so I don't get it everywhere.
Did you use that sock that you had ordered too?
No, I have not used that yet. I've been really busy.
Okay, that works pretty well. You'll see like a before and after.
Okay.
For sure.
Not worried about it. You can see this is a covering that I have over the original filter.
Which works as a double sediment catcher. He cuts it to size, wraps it, holds it tight.
Yep, I use just regular old zip ties. You can see that filter has got about 3 months on it, but this is the inside of the piece, and there's the outside.
Look at that.
You can see the difference, and that material is the same material that's sitting right here.
The before and after.
The before and after. Now, a little bit of this discoloration, as you can see on the back side, which doesn't have the contaminant in it.
Right.
That's what it would look like if this was wet. This is the same piece of material. This is just the other half of it. This comes in a rectangular that I cut off and cut to fit this.
Excellent. So that just keeps your solution a little cleaner.
What it does is it adds, this is a 100 micron filter. I don't know how small this material is, but it filters even more than what a 100 micron filter will filter. So that's less contaminants going back into your solution. If you can look, some of the places where it doesn't catch, you can see where it's darker here. And that's the same contaminant that's on the other side of this piece right here. Same color, same contaminant. And as you can see, it's the same color. These brand new are as white as this piece right here. It's just the solution's in there so it darkens it.
That's great. Well, listen, thank you for your time today, Daniel. Any questions whatsoever, let us know.
Not a problem.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Help.